What are the 3 pieces of advice that you would give somebody who was in a similar situation, who was kind of in that ditch, in the lowest ditch, watching family members going through this trauma and feeling helpless to help them out of it? Mm-hmm. What's the advice that you would give that person?
Well, number one is mental health is priceless. Protect your mental health at all costs. Do not use alcohol or drugs to think you're going to get out of it, because that's not the way out. The way out is to keep your own sanity and to keep your own mind clean, and do everything you can, learn everything you can about how to clean your mind, how to clean your energy, and how to live cleanly. So that's number one. Mental health is priceless. I mean, I see people who run around, they'll work out and then they'll go and get drunk. It's like, wait, you're defeating the purpose, right? So that's number one. Mm-hmm. Number two, the advice is to allow them to, you can't stop them from their route to destruction. So allow them to do what they're going to do. And that's the most difficult thing to do, is to let go and say, I love you, but I can't be a part of this. I can't help you. And keep saying, I can't help you. I'm sorry. That sounds terrible. I can't help you.
Well, you can't do it for them.
And you can't do it for them. You can't. If somebody is hell-bent on self-destruction, there's nothing you can do. Mm-hmm. And that was the hardest thing for me, because I was always the capable one. I could always fix anything and everything, but I couldn't fix that. And so I've buried, I've done the eulogies and buried, I think, 4 relatives. And it's hard.
To alcoholism.
And it's hard to alcoholism. And that for anybody in any kind of ditch, to know that you have the resources you need to get what you want. You just have to find the resources. Mm-hmm. So if you have the mindset of, I have the resources to get what I want, then you'll start looking for those resources, as opposed to, I'll never get out of this. This is just me. You'll never find the resources. Mm-hmm. They're right there. Yeah. But you have to have the mindset that says, they're right here.
Yeah.
And I have an opportunity here to not only survive, but thrive.
Right.
And keep your humor. I mean, probably my biggest saving grace has been a sense of humor. And that's, so many comedians come from, really abject situations like I did. I think I probably I always had comedic timing. I mean, when I was 4 years old, I made Jack Benny laugh, and he was the guy who was never supposed to laugh at anything. And he laughed at me. I mean, I had an opportunity to meet Jack Benny, and he laughed.
And you made him laugh.
And I made him laugh. So I always had good.
Why didn't you become a comedian?
Yeah. Well, that's when anything happens bad now, I always say, it's all just good material. So if I ever need, to do stand-up, I'll always have good material. The problem is that I can't stay up past 9 p.m. and nobody does comedy in the morning. So I never did. I never did do stand-up. But I think that sense of humor is part of what helps people not only survive but thrive.
What's the number one thing about your CEOs? What's the number one advice or thing you tell them in making a difference in their lives?
I would say the number one thing I tell them is that they have control over the thoughts that occupy their minds. If they'll just take a minute. So my grandfather had a business. It took him 50 years to build it. My grandmother's the one who put him in business. She had come from a sharecropper's daughter kind of background, and she started her own hair salons and was extraordinarily successful. So she financed his business. He had come up with, he was a pioneer in the auto parts rebuilding industry. And he had come up with a way of rebonding the brake pads to the brake shoes, which was important in the trucking world, right? So he had a business that took 50 years to build. He had 300 employees in an 11-acre factory. And he lost the whole thing for one HR lawsuit that resulted from him losing his temper. So be in control of that, and to start with what's control the thoughts that occupy your mind, so that you can respond instead of react. He reacted and he lost it all in that moment. Whereas if he had have been able to step back and consider and respond, then perhaps it'd be a whole different conversation.
Do you think that your experience with your stepfather, both growing up and then this one pivotal moment, do you think that and the studying his mind and the kind of mind messing that he did in your family, do you think that helped you become the successful mind coach that you are now?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that ability to be able to stay calm in the face of something, it helped me last weekend. I was coming back from Colorado, driving over Hoosier Pass, which is 11,500 feet above sea level, and brand new car, 3,000 miles on it.
Ooh.
And I came over the pass. There's a lot of people going skiing. It was Saturday morning, so all these people are coming uphill to go skiing. I'm coming downhill. I see there's some emergency vehicles in the valley, and so I tapped the brakes because I think I need to slow down a little bit. The car went wild.
Oh no.
Wild. It was a solid sheet of ice because it's the south-facing side of the mountain. And the car veered towards the edge. It's 1,000-foot cliff.
Ooh.
And there's no
Oh,
guardrail.
that's scary.
1,000-foot cliff. And so the voice in my head says, not today. And I'm cranking it back. My passenger side rear tire went over the side.
Oh my gosh.
So I was almost it would have been certain death. I mean, it was 1,000 feet down. And I was just like, not today, not today. And the Beatles are playing on the radio. Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away.
I can't believe you remember that.
And I'll tell you why in a minute. So anyway, I crank it back, and now I'm headed towards the mountain. Because it's cliff this side, mountain this side. You've seen these roads, right? So I'm headed towards the mountain. And I just missed somebody's back end because they were going up the hill. Fortunately, a smart young man from Indiana stopped his truck, his GMC pickup truck, in the oncoming traffic lane and held traffic up when he saw me. And I was headed towards the mountain, and I cranked it back. I couldn't crank it back too far because I wasn't going over that cliff. And my only option was to hit him head on, which I did.
Oh my
goodness.
goodness.
When he came over to the window to see if I was okay, he said, he had tears in his eyes. He says, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. You had no other choice.